What's going on, my brothers and my sisters? So I was saw a post last night, I think it was Instagram, where it said if a man starts being active in his church, that his family will follow him 93% of the time, and only 17% will follow the woman. Now I don't know if this is accurate by looking at the comment section in this particular video. It's not, but what is accurate is that men need to lead. And I'm especially talking about married men in your home. You need to lead. You need to be the leader of your household. Meaning you need to set the example. You need to set the standard. Because we have too many passive men these days. We have way too many. Way too many. Way too many. And if we ain't careful, that's where a lot of times our kids get led astray. I see it all the time at juvenile court. The majority of the time, it's a mama or it's a grandmama raising a kid. No father present. When a man needs to be there, it is so important. So important. And I don't care what society tells us. I don't care what the world says. I don't care what culture says. Men are designed to lead. Designed to lead. Now, whether they activate that leadership is solely on them. But a lot of men don't know how to lead because they never had nobody to show them. And I was just so happy that I saw a glimpse. My father passed away, I think, when I was around 12. But I saw a glimpse. I saw more. I saw what I needed to see from him being a man of God and actually not just going through the motions. And he taught us about God. We was in church, like he raised us right. I saw him respect my mother. Yeah, they had arguments, but my father never raised a hand to my mom, and he was never abusive because he set the standard in our household. And I got 3 other brothers and 3 sisters. And we knew just by watching him that was the standard because Mom followed him. Mom followed him. And when he passed, Mom had to take up that mantle. And it left a serious strain on her. Serious strain. And we all felt it. And I know once everybody moved out, I really saw it and felt it. And it just speaks to, man, we are so valuable. We are so valuable in our homes. I know for my family, when I got right with Christ, it was a total transformation. Total transformation. Total transformation. When I got right with God, kids started getting baptized. My wife started getting closer to God. I mean, it's still going on right now. Like our whole household, the atmosphere has changed because I decided to be the man of God that he's called me to be. It's difficult. It's hard. It's tough. It's going to be some days where you feel like you just don't know what the heck you're doing. But those are the days you got to lean on God. Ask God to reveal some stuff to you. And this by no means is saying that a woman can't be a leader. Because some women don't have a choice. Because there's no father, there's no husband present. And that's not good. That's not good. Kudos to all those women who do that. Much love, much respect. Like I said, I see it all the time. But men, we have got to be pillars. And I'm more so speaking to the men. It ain't what women can't do. I'm talking about what men ain't doing. Man, we got to be pillars in our community. But first, we can't be a pillar in the community unless you a pillar in your house. You got to be a staple in your own house. You got to set good examples. Your kids are watching you every second. They watching you. If you out selling drugs, guess what? He think it's cool to sell. If you out here gun toting, living a reckless life, he gonna think. If you putting your hands on women, they mimic what they see. That's why you got to set a good example for your kids. What better way to be a good example to your kids than get them in the house of the Lord? But first, you got to get yourself right. We got too many men out here ducking and dodging, wanting to still be boys instead of grown men. Hello, come on somebody. And I can say that because I used to be one of them. A boy mimicking a man. God has called us to be leaders. We're supposed to be out front. We're supposed to be setting the tone. We're supposed to be pillars, especially out here in the faith. I mean, having a godly man in the family, that is irreplaceable. That is invaluable. That is gold. I rejoice when I see two parents show up for a child. Because at least I know he got some structure. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is what? Christ. And the head of the woman is man. And the head of Christ is God. It's not what I'm saying, that's what God says. So if you align yourself with Christ, if you align yourself in God's word, if you align yourself in God's truth as a man, it will do wonders for your family dynamics. It will, trust me, I know. So this is a challenge to all the men out there, married men. Stand up, step out, be present. Be an example, be a role model for your kids, for other people's kids. If you're a coach or you a mentor, set a good example for them to follow because they are watching your every move. So that's a personal challenge to all the hubbies out there, all the married men, all those who say they are seeking a wife. Man, get yourself right. Get yourself right. Get yourself right. Because when you take on that mantle as being a husband, it is more than just words. It is more than you could ever imagine. It's the hardest thing. And I remember our marriage counselor, John, he said it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. And that is facts. And I'm still learning. But through God's grace and his mercy and his divineness, and through his strength, not my strength, I can be the man of the house. I can be the leader of the house. And I can be the man that God has called me to be. I don't know who that was for, but accept it in your heart. Ask God for strength. Ask God for mercy. And he'll take care of you. And he'll literally take you through the steps of what it is to be a man of God. Not just in your home, but every place you reside. Anyway, love y'all. To God be the glory. Carry on.